Guys, there is still time to pick up a 2023 Mustang. Hear me out. Going into this video, I want you guys to close your eyes and go back to that memory of the day that you discovered that first true American muscle car. Maybe it was when you were young, your mom, your dad, older brother, your sister took you to that first car show. And you saw all these cars lined up, all these classics. And as they were parking or leaving the show, they were revving their engines. You felt the rumbles, and it just resonated throughout your bones. Maybe it was the neighbor down the road who had his garage door open from time to time. He was working on those classic cars, taking them from nothing into something. As you walk by the garage, you smelled the oil, you smelled the carbonator, brake cleaner, and that just was that memory for you. Or maybe your memory came a little bit later when you turned 16 and it was your time for your first car, and you sat in there, you placed your hands on the steering wheel and you gave it those revs, and that set the foundation to that memory. We all have a story to tell. You have a story to tell. I would love to hear your story. Drop in the comments below and share it if you're up for it. In 1964, the first Mustang was featured to the world. A beautiful piece of machinery. Ford set the bar for the industry standard. 2015, Ford made a brilliant move. They brought us back to the 1964 design. Everything that excited as a kid from those earlier days became part of the car. The attention to detail was incorporated in the 50th anniversary pony car. We've been blessed with this car design from 2015 to 2023. 8 years. 8 years. This is the final year for the 23 Mustang before it's refreshed this summer for the 24 model to appear. Yes, there is used vehicles and there's nothing wrong with it, but there's something really, really special with a brand new vehicle. You know the history. You know how it's been maintained. You know where it's been. And most of all, you know the memories that you've created with it. So come this summer, the 2024 models will arrive, and the appreciation for the 2015 to 2023 models will end. This is it. This is the final chance to get into this beautiful type of ride. We have all seen the 2024 Mustang. It was debuted, showcased to the world in the fall of 2022. Now, personally, I haven't seen it in the flesh yet. I've only seen it from watching stuff that you guys have put out there on YouTube, through newspaper and stuff like that. Personally, I don't like it. I feel that they're trying to fit in to the rest of the car makers out there, and it's lost its weights. It's not going back to that original roots. I want a Mustang to stand out on its own. Be different, be fresh. The way that we're progressing, the way the cars are being designed today, everything's going to that curvy, very futuristic, sci-fi look. Look at Tesla. Look at Rivian. Even look at the new Kias that are coming out. We are going through a new generation of car design that's going to really kind of shape the way that we're going forward in the near future and the long term as well. These are big changes that are coming. This is going to shape the whole revolution of the car industry going forward. And alone, take a look at the interiors. There'll be minimal buttons, the large screens, and that touch feel experience will be gone. I'm going to date myself here. Let me ask you this. So you're listening to a song off your phone, your iPhone, Android, and you come across a really cool song. It's getting you going. You like it. You're loving it. And you go see your buddy later that day. Can you remember the song? Can you remember the band? You remember anything about it? Same question. Go back. Go back to the days where we had compact discs, CDs. You take it out of the case, you put it into the deck, and you listen to it. Same question. Can you remember the song? Can you remember the artist? I can remember all those songs back in the day. I had a whole binder full of these things. I think a binder of 100. And Yeah, and track 7 of Collective Soul, I could remember the song. I could remember the memory of that song and where we played it. Today we're losing that physical connection touch as a society. And that message and that theme is resonating into the future of our car design as well. Don't get me wrong, the 2024 Dark Horses look great. They sound great. They've got the horsepower. Ford re-engineered it. It's amazing. It really is. But I personally feel that it's not the true Mustang as we all know it to be. It's not fresh. It's not new. It's nothing bold. It's just some refinement. And these are the last years of that V8 engine and that opportunity to take advantage of that. And this is the direction they've decided to go as Ford. So I like going back to the first memory. Talk about what we talked about at the beginning of this video. And that's what excites me. And that's what I see when I look and drive the 2015 to 2023 Mustang models. It has that excitement. It has that curviness. It has that back to the roots moment that the original 1964, 1965 fastbacks gave us. So one thing I struggled about when I was looking at the vehicles is I thought, what if I waited? What if I didn't pick up the 2024 models and I waited the next 7-8 year time frame, assuming if they follow the same trend for the refresh model, what would happen? I guarantee you it will not have that V8 engine. Times are changing fast. Countries, states, provinces have all noted and starting to mandate by 2030, 2040, 2045, 2050, the end of the gas car will be eliminated. I could be wrong, but that's what the signs are clearly showing going forward. Let's look at what was showcased us last year from Dodge, the Dodge Challenger. They're embracing the electric revolution. And in that, they put an electric speaker. Now, you might be excited about it, but it certainly put me off. To me, it sounds cheesy. So imagine you go roll up to pick up your buddy and you give a bit of a vroom vroom, zing zing. No, it's not gonna fly. You gonna go pick up your girlfriend? Zing zing? No, not my thing. It ain't gonna fly. It is not that same thing. You're not gonna have the bass, the rumbliness that resonates into that soul when you give it that gas. It simply does not have the impact of a V8 would. If Ford maintains the 7-8 year refresh model cycle, that next refresh model will not have the V8 Coyote model that you can hear coming down the street. It just isn't going to happen. It will be an electric vehicle. I don't have a crystal ball, but if I had to make a guess, this is it. This is the last generation of the V8 engine. There will be nothing more after that. It will be becoming electric going forward. In concluding this vehicle, let's look back to the memories that we talked about. What memories made us fall in love with the muscle car? What made us fall in love with the Mustang? As I start to meet other Mustang owners and I hear their stories, it's intriguing. And I encourage you, if you ever get that opportunity, just listen. Over this next 5 years, we're going to start uncovering this next generation of sci-fi cars, and this is it. So if you've had any appetite in owning a 2015 to 23 Mustang that looks like the 1960s models, the time is now. This is it. Once the last of the 2023s models roll off the production line, the 24s will be following right afterwards. To make matters worse, keep in mind, we've been going through a lot of supply chain issues. So your 21s, your 22s, and definitely your 23, the amount of volume that would have been pumped out in the previous years is nowhere what the volume is. We're still getting year weights on certain types of vehicles. So to think you can just go out and pick up one, it's not going to be there. And if you're thinking of maybe I'll hold off, I'll try and scoop up a deal in the fall, you might be able to. Again, in that color and that spec that you want, good luck. Again, this is your last opportunity to own that beautiful Coyote engine. This is your last opportunity to own that 23 body style. So if you got an opportunity to grab a 23, You've heard my story, you've seen my videos. I love the car. It's an amazing car. It's beautiful. It's got the curves. It really, again, contributes back to the 1964 fastback. And that's what Ford wanted. And they did an excellent and a phenomenal job. It's fun to get the looks. It's fun to have the conversations when people drive by. You know, when you're filling up gas and having the conversations with their stories. It's thrilling. I love it. Like I said, it's what makes me passionate about the car. So let me know what you think. I'm sure I've stirred up some emotions today. I probably have got some people's bloods boiling during this video. But let me know what you think. 23 or 24? What do you prefer? What's your story? Tell me about your background of when you've discovered that first car, and that first muscle car where the love for that vehicle set in. And if you've made it this far, please like and subscribe. Summer's just around the corner. There's gonna be lots of cruising videos, and if you're liking this, we've got lots to come. If you guys have any questions, drop in the comments below. I love hearing the questions that come through, and I love responding to you guys. So, till next time, guys, drive safe. We'll check you out in the next video.